people, what go on? It's your boy C6, Facts Official, Deck 1, Deck 2 podcast, episode 42. We're in the building. Now, we're supposed to have a special guest. Unfortunately, can't make it this week, so we're going to rearrange it. Yeah? But the show must go on.
100%.
So, it's been an interesting time this week.
This month? Or not even this month, but since the year started.
Yeah, it's been interesting. As you know, like, we're in a fully fledged lockdown. And yet, the DJ world continues to thrive. Thrive in terms of, it's still, not financially, but it's still one of the most talked about things going on, and it's got a lot of content at the moment. Now, big up S-Dot, big up English Fire. Today I got a little bit of a notification saying, right, these men are live. I just checked it out, I was just listening to it, talking about a range of different things to do with DJing, and it was quite an interesting one. You know, so I was in there. And then my good old mate, Deck 1, pops in and puts his 2 pence in. So let's address and talk about everything that we had planned to talk about, and hopefully help our viewers understand this cryptic code that I'm talking in. You know what I mean? So let's get it in, man, from early.
So the latest news is in that DJs are let's buying.
Yeah, go on.
DJs are buying views for their Instagram live
views. So let me explain it. When you go onto Instagram and you're doing your DJ set or whatever, and it says 20, 30, 100 people watching, people are buying views, allegedly buying views.
Yeah, we're not going to act like it's 1,000,000% correct.
People are allegedly buying views, so that 20, 30, 100 in some cases will be 400, 500, 1,000, whatever number. I guess it stretches as far as your budget. And so then that number will be at the top. So that will be for your perception. So when you pop into the live, I guess for some DJs it's demoralizing when you got your 6 or your 7s or whatever, or your 2 people or whatever. And then I guess people that come in the live, so viewers like yourself, will come into the live, and when you see 2 people, you like, oh shit, let me leave. So when you see 300, you might think, oh shit, it's a vibe.
Do you know what's a bit mad though? Obviously we spoke about it bare times, about the live, the view. It is a bit mad though, that I could be playing exactly what you want to hear as the viewer, let's just say, But as soon as I see there's 2 people in there, I'm like, I gotta go. Just what I mean.
I think it's like, I think it's that thing about being.
Is it
the only person in the club?
That's what I was gonna say. Is it almost like when when you anticipate going to the rave at 12 because the doors opened at 9. So by the time if I get there at 12, this should be jumping.
I think atmosphere is important for most things. You go to a restaurant, it's just you one. You might not enjoy it as much.
Do you reckon? Not a restaurant.
Restaurant. If you and your missus go to a restaurant.
No, but it's me and my
Listen, if you and your missus go to a restaurant and it's just you two, and the atmosphere is like just strange, I guarantee you might not say let's go, babe, but you will notice.
Or you'll comment on it.
You'll comment. It's a bit dead in here. Like you get what I'm saying? And you might want to leave. Do you get what I'm saying? Because atmosphere is important. And comments, even if you've got no intentions of like interacting, just the comments flow in. It's almost like what we're accustomed to now. So we've been doing Instagram lives since last year March. So by now or whenever, we want to see it pop. We know what a popping one is like. We know what a fun one is like. You know what I'm saying? Because reading comments they're funny.
But it's mad though, because some lives I go into, obviously there's like maybe. It's mad because there might be the odd 5, 6 maybe people that are busting a funny comment. You know what I'm saying? The rest of the people in there really are doing fire emoji, dancing emoji.
Yeah.
But they're dropping 2 bombs. You know what I mean though?
But they're probably also reading the comment. Because there's nothing like vibing and
I
being and laughing. They might not get involved, but you're laughing. It's just adding to it because how many people are watching the live and really dancing?
Yeah, true.
How many people actually laughed when they type LOL? Like there's a phone language and a real language. Do you know what I'm saying?
True.
So I just think people are so consumed with this fucking perception of looking successful, looking like you're doing things.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? To the point now because buying likes never made sense to me. People used to buy listens on SoundCloud. Yeah. People buy now just buying views.
People. Someone even said that a couple like rappers like that made it and got kind of far and stuff. They used to buy YouTube views.
Yeah, because again, it's perception. If you go into a video and it's got 1 million views, you'd be like, oh shit, you must take it serious.
The thing is, I do. Don't you do that?
You take it serious. Well, no, but the thing is, I'm not consumed by the views. It's weird.
So you never looked at a thing, and you never. Okay, let's just say, do you ever scroll on YouTube? Let's just say.
It depends. It depends on what I'm watching, innit? But I'm not really. I'm not a music video kind of person.
But anything.
Alright, yeah, go on.
You know what I mean? So let's just say you're scrolling. Yeah. When you scroll and then you see, right, that's got. Just what I mean?
Yeah.
I've never heard of it, and it's got 25k. Let's just say.
Yeah.
It makes me say, right, let me just tap in and see what it's about.
What everyone else is looking at.
Yeah, because what all these people, it could have been one person watched it 25,000 times. Do you know what I mean? But because
so then you're the person that they want to get. You're the person. Yeah.
Saying I'm part of.
Of course, you're part of the perception gang. We all do it in different ways.
Me
on numbers online. I guess because I don't have a personal social media outlet, all of mine are to do with my music or whatever. Yeah. And I come up in a time where it doesn't mean anything to me. I think it's just my generation, like my kids, that shit bugs them. Like, you get what I'm saying? Oh, that's dead, it's only got, like, they'd be saying shit like, that's dead, it's only got 100,000 views. I'm like, 100,000? You're saying it's dead? What? What do you mean? Yeah. You get what I'm saying? But it just goes to show, like, about the perception, the generation that we're in. So I get why somebody would want to buy views. If they're consumed by that, I can get it.
But I get it.
I can't respect it.
Yeah. Like, I get it, but then I just think, surely, that, like, you know, like, in life, like, there's always another way, if you know what I mean. Like, you choose not to do Instagram lives because, let's just say, you don't want to see 7 people in your life. Do you understand what I mean? So then what you'll do is, okay, you know what I'll do? I'll do a mix CD instead. Or I'll do it, do you understand what I mean? Sometimes you have to work out the lanes that work for you. Not every lane is going to work for everyone.
Of course. So, and if you're going to do it Instagram, remember, Instagram is not built for DJs doing live sets. It's not built for that.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go on, you got to be prepared to take whatever they throw at you.
Yeah.
That's the realest. Whatever they throw at you, you got to be prepared to take.
True.
If you get 4 people, just nyam it. Do you get what I'm saying? If you're on Instagram and you put up a fucking, you get a haircut, you put on your best outfit, you take this, you get a photographer, and you go hire a studio, and you take a perfect photograph, and you put the photograph up and get 1 like. Then I understand you wanted to take it down.
Yeah.
Because you're using Instagram for what Instagram is for, and getting no love for it.
Yeah.
Girls who put up half naked pictures and get 2 likes, that shit must be demoralizing.
Yeah.
She want to go Turkey the next day and change everything. You know what I'm saying? But if you're using it for what it's not supposed to be used for, and you don't get a certain amount of love, then just chill, G. So anyway, let's explain how. You tell me how this has come about. It can't be a new phenomenon, because if people have been buying YouTube likes, I reckon
it's not new.
I reckon people bought MySpace friends to us. Like, it's all coding.
Oh my gosh.
It's all coding.
From back there.
Listen, if a man can hack into the Pentagon, or hack into payroll, or hack into the police database, they can fucking manipulate numbers. A few views here, a few views there. You get what I'm saying? So how has it come to light? How is this something we're talking about now?
Well, obviously, it's just been circulating. So there's been DJs or a DJ online, and from the way in which people are saying it looks, innit? So that's why we're saying it's not 100%. But from the way it looks, and from what we know, when you go onto these lives, the numbers and the comments and the engagement and everything, it's kind of not matching up, innit? Okay. So let's just say there's 200 in the live, but the comments look like there's maybe 40 people.
Okay.
That's
so
what I mean.
Moving slow.
Moving slow. The comments ain't really in that. You're not. What you're saying is not engaging with your interaction. That's what I mean.
Okay.
So let's just say you're saying, I don't know, throw in the smiley emoji, and you're just getting comments that say "lovely day."
Nothing.
And maybe 2 smiley emojis. That's what I mean.
No correlation.
Yeah. So it's not actually, because normally, like from what we see a lot of the time, if I'm on a live and even if there's 30 people in there, if I say, give me some fire emojis, majority of the time, I'm gonna get from, if not
Why
the 30.
would you comment anything else? Right now.
Yeah, if not the 30, I'm gonna get 5. That's what I mean. So if it's not correct, and then if you got, let's say, 200 in there, and you say, give me some fire, you're not gonna get 5. You're gonna get 40.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
So it's like a percentage.
Yeah, so it's got to be in it. There's got the people.
So if you've got 400 or 500 and you ask for a smiley face, you should get 60, 70.
All right. Your screen should be blowing up. And that's not what's happening, isn't it? So the thing is in question.
Okay. But do you feel that people are being sideline detectives? You know, like we don't know nothing about algorithms. We don't know anything about.
We don't work for Instagram.
Yeah. We don't know how it works. So when we see that, is it something that is it because it just looks suspect, or if that was on, let's say, a really popular DJ. So if EZ came on live and his numbers were doing weird things, would we have the same question? Or is it because this person and their current standing shouldn't get the numbers that are getting, and that's what raised the first eyebrow?
I don't know if it's just their current standing. I don't know if it's that part in it, but I think the thing is just in question because it doesn't correlate. Also, from what some of the people who are locked in on them previously are saying, well, previously there was, let's just say, 30 in there. Yeah. So to jump from 30 to 250, it almost doesn't happen like that unless there's some your life almost has to have some sort of something happening.
Some structure.
Yeah, like there's something.
Well, I'll tell you what I heard. I heard that a live went from one person to 100 people to 500 people. To 805 people within 20 seconds. Within 20 seconds of the live starting, it had gone up to 805 people. And then within another 10 seconds, it had gone down to 400. So basically, in about 30 seconds, 800 people essentially come into this room, and then 400 just left. In 30 seconds.
It's not possible. That's not possible.
That's madness.
Like that's just not. I've never like.
It's not right.
And whether or not I'm in the Instagram team, I sound like I'm a hater. I sound like that just is not possible. It just doesn't happen.
Alright, well, I'm gonna play devil's advocate here because the DJ in question, I know him.
Okay.
And I think he's an alright bloke.
Fine.
So a part of me is like, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt based on
which we can.
Based on him.
Which we can.
So if I give him the benefit of the doubt based on him, then I'm gonna say it's a bit of a glitch, and people are struggling to work out how this glitch is happening.
Mate, don't make me have to bring Capital back, T-Show back. Yeah, because that word glitch.
It's a touchy subject. I feel like there's an element of it looking a bit fishy. But as I said, based on his character, to me, the little that I know of his character, I'm inclined to give him the benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm gonna try and arrange to get him on, so we can have a conversation about it.
That would be great.
There's no point in talking about it here, naming and whatever. But as I said, based on that, I'm inclined.
Yeah, because
there's definitely a conversation to be had.
Yeah, definitely.
100% there's a conversation to be had. But I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt.
If he's up for it, come on, say your piece. Say, guys, you're chatting rubbish, whatever. this is what it is.
Yeah.
It goes like this, and I will say that don't sound right, or cool, that makes sense,
right.
or whatever it is.
Let's listen to this. Say you went into your bank account, and in your bank account, no, there was like £1 million.
Yes.
And then you're like, oh shit, there's £1 million.
Yeah, take it all out.
Whatever. Let's say, right, say you take it all out, or you transfer it, you do some madness.
Yeah.
And then they arrest you for taking the money out of someone else's account.
Yeah.
And you're saying, no, I know you got £1 million anyway, but I'm saying, no, let's just look at it like this,
Yeah.
You have got no control of how the money got into your account.
Yeah.
So now you're getting in trouble for it. Obviously, you're getting in trouble for taking it out, which is theft by finding.
I see what you do.
But now they're saying to you, you are a hacker.
Yeah.
You've gone into this account
and
you've taken this shit out of whoever's account. You get what I'm saying? So you've gone into C6's account, took 1/5 of his money. Because you know I'm like that.
Yeah.
Now, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're like, I don't know I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So my point is, this guy he might not be able to explain why it's going mad.
What is it?
He might not be able to explain it.
I get what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying? Because there's no I don't know how.
I know what you're saying, but that it's easy, like not easily, but that's like I can say that, innit? Like I can say to you, boy, bro, I don't like the people just come in the thing.
Yeah. But
obviously we can all say that.
But it could be true.
But we know, but
no, listen. There's a possibility that 800 people ran into his room, and then 400 left within 10 seconds.
Within 10 seconds.
It's possible.
I don't think it happens, innit? Personally, I just don't. I get what you're saying. I'm not saying it's impossible. I'm just saying the chances are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we're gonna balance on probability.
Exactly. Based on probability.
Yeah.
800 people don't come in alive, and 400 leave in 0.3 seconds. It doesn't happen.
And you got to consider obviously that the 800 came within 30 seconds.
All right.
I hear you, but there's a possibility. So we're gonna try and get that on. We're gonna try and get.
I don't see no one's lives that are that highly anticipated. That amount of people.
Now you know like versus like big things that have been like built up and built up and built up.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So there's a big possibility that it's left, but there's also a possibility that it's right.
Right.
So it'd be nice to have a conversation about it. I will say this though, DJs, if you are considering buying likes, views,
please
buy it. Just don't do it. Grow organically, because then you will be able to challenge yourself in terms of growing, and also you will be respected for your current level. If you're perceived to be up here, and I book you to be up here, and you can't manage being up here, you'll fall quicker than you climbed, or you
100%.
cheated. Because you can't cheat your way to the top. You will fall. Do you get what I'm saying? Man might say, "Wow, his live's pop. He's got 3,000 people every single week. I'm booking him. I'm gonna give him this money. You come and flop. You're finished."
And also know what works for you, innit?
Yeah.
Like that's another thing. Like a lot of people are not paying attention. I get it, innit? Obviously some things it's just your outlet. You are in your yard, you want to run some music, you think, let me put the camera on. But you also have to know as well, you can be in your house and just run some music. That's what I mean.
It doesn't have to.
It doesn't have to be, because especially if you're doing it based on the fact that you want these people to lock in. You have to get to like this ain't being bad man or not, but you have to get to a point where you become realistic, innit? And you have to be like, well, you know what? I go on these lives and it don't really pop like that. So I'm like, it doesn't really pop, and sometimes you're not even doing it like you're not doing the correct things to try and make it. You do no flyer. You just put on your story, or you just write on a screen, on a black screen, live at 8
tonight.
You're like, bro, it's not P Diddy, Drake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, you're gonna have to do some more work. You're gonna have to put a flyer up, put a video up, maybe do a little run up until you're live. Like, make it a thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like us popping up and saying, right, Morty John the Clash tonight.
Yeah.
Like, we wouldn't do it.
No, it's
do you know what I'm saying?
Run up. And speaking of that, when's the next one?
Next one, 26th of February, 2021, 7:30 p.m. on C6's Twitch.
On Twitch.
Yeah.
The last one was epic, as you lot all know.
Sick. It was sick.
This one,
and you can go back and watch it. If you ain't watched it already, go back and watch it, the full thing.
Yeah, nice. It was epic. It was epic.
I think it's on about, last time I checked, it's on about 800, 900 views.
Yeah.
So, we're talking about views again. But anyway, that's not the thing. Just go and check it.
I have to buy some.
Hey, bump it up, you get me? But yeah, go watch it. We've got another 6 DJs. They're going to come, show the thing. They're ready, they're prepared. They know all the rules.
No, it's actually sick. It's actually sick. I proper had fun that night. And, I guess just moving forward. I think the platform is going to grow, and every DJ involved is going to benefit from the platform because that's ultimately what we do it for. We are doing this for the culture to grow, for the culture to be respected. It's not about victory. Even though we celebrate the winner, we celebrate every single person for stepping up. You know what I'm saying? It's difficult, and we respect everyone for stepping up. So, if you're interested, holler at us, man. You know what I mean? Another thing, basically what I want to do, might as well talk about it right here, because I called you earlier. You tried to air my call.
No, I was busy, man.
But you aired my call.
I messaged you.
Yeah, but you aired my call. You didn't say, you didn't even message me and say, oh, I'm sorry, I missed your call. What did you want? You just messaged me something totally random. You just sent me a link to something. You didn't even say sorry, bro.
No, that was a different time.
No, it wasn't.
It was.
You're rude.
It was.
You're rude.
But anyway,
let me get back to
go ahead.
I'm saying it. So big up Estor, as I said earlier. Big up English Fire, Sir DJ Corey, Super Nitro, Fats Official, and a couple other people jumped in. I think we should do a deck 1, deck 2 round table conversation and get about 6 or 7 guys, DJs with really opposing views and some DJs that really have got history in the business, who have got understanding, who are willing to talk their views, guys that are really interested in their craft and interested in the scene and the growth of the scene. Only positive people. They can have negative views about things, but ultimately if their views are positive and they want to bring our scene to a positive place, then I think we should have a round table. So the guys that I just mentioned, definitely take a couple of those.
So is that like a podcast episode?
It could be
like the spin-off.
I think it should be a podcast episode, because what I don't want to do is I want this podcast to be the epicenter of everything that we do.
Oh, you say you learned a new word?
I know about these words, man. You get me? Man, it's up there. You get me?
You know that man, you learned the word yesterday. I'm gonna fit that in.
I'm gonna find a way
to get that in.
So no, I feel like the podcast needs to be.
Go on.
Yeah. Definitely. The podcast definitely has to be involved in everything that we do. And
no, but I'm saying we're gonna do it as a podcast.
I think it should be an episode.
We'll just do a round table,
like a big round table, or like a audience, so. Do you know, like a panel show? Okay. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
4 on that side, 4 on this side, and you and I are the hosts.
Okay.
And do it like a panel show.
Okay, cool.
That's 10, isn't it? Yeah. So it's almost like a bit of it will look like teams, but literally it's about having a conversation. We set the questions, we start the process, and then we go. Cool. Get it filmed. Get it filmed properly. Get like a film crew. Yeah. And do a proper thing. I think that would be sick. Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be sick. Yeah. Sooner rather than later.
We could even do that on the Twitch,
Yeah, live.
We could do it live on the Twitch.
Yeah. And record it obviously for you guys.
Yeah. Double up.
Yeah. No, I'm on it. I think that's what we should do.
Yeah, we'll sit down, work out who we're gonna get.
Work out the logistics. Yeah. Alright, let's do that off air. Yeah. But that's the idea. See, sometimes if I bring the idea here in front of you guys, he kind of doesn't turn it down. If I called him, he might be like, blood. You know what I mean?
So anyway, moving on.
What else has been happening in the DJ world?
Boy, in the DJ world. Well, there's been things just popping up on us. But yeah, the other thing, which we ain't obviously spoke about yet, is that DJ Tiny,
our previous guest,
he's been on here, big up Tiny, basically was sacked from Capital Extra for something that they call payola. Do you know what that is?
Well, I know what he did, so I'm assuming I'm just going to say it.
So this is what they say payola is, yeah? Payola, it's an American thing, but basically it's the practice of almost like bribing someone in return for unofficial promotion of a product in the media.
Okay.
Yeah?
Okay.
So
anybody in the media, so he could, because he's a DJ on a radio station, he can do that. If you worked in a newspaper, you could do that.
Yeah.
Okay, if he was on a TV show, you could do that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So basically, there was how it started anyway. There was a tweet from a producer who said, "Boom, look at this DJ. I sent a like a blanket email out to get my song promoted to DJs, and I got this back." Now the email that he got back was like, "Boom, yeah, big up, bro. Whatever. I can give you some feedback on the track, or I can offer you £200 you can get, and your song will run for 2 weeks on my show." That's basically what Tiny said back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was one tweet. Yeah. Second tweet was a bit more like, I want to say what I want to say now, and was a bit more like, "You're a fraud. Can't believe you done this." Da 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 da. And then that time, he added Tiny. So the first time was a bit like, let me just.
Did the first time you didn't know it was Tiny?
No, nobody knew who the DJ was.
Okay, so it was okay.
Yeah.
So he aired his laundry, but he kept it incognito.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Now, I didn't really rate that. The reason why I did it, I'm not saying what Tiny did wasn't wrong. Yeah, because obviously what he did was wrong, otherwise he wouldn't have been removed from Capital Extra.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying he's not wrong for doing it, but what I don't rate is that, for me anyway, it's a clout thing. The second time you do it, because the first time,
So it's the same guy.
the same guy twice.
Okay, but
But minutes later, let's just say.
Yeah, obviously someone's put a battery in his back.
But that's what I'm saying. But I don't rate that, because if initially you wasn't gonna actually expose who it was, yeah, then you wasn't gonna expose who it was. And then obviously when Twitter gets a little traction, and you might feel like, "Rah, everyone wants to know who it is now. All right, I'm gonna." Because the thing is, remember, the second tweet, yeah,
Gassed him.
yeah, the second tweet, you could just say, "This is who it is." You could just attach who it is. You could just say, "This is who it is at DJ Tiny." The second tweet is like, "You're a fraud." Da, 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 da. Do you understand what I mean? Now it's like you're saying, it's like now like the fire is in his belly because the people are, "Oh my God, who is that? How can you do that? What is this?" Da, 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 da. Do you understand what I mean? And all of that was coming up.
Wow. Well, people have been paying to play for ages.
Wow,
bro.
Jamaica, America.
Yard is mad.
Jamaica and America.
Yard is mad. If you're not on the money, you're not. Your tune now go run, you know. Even some big artists, you know,
Bro,
their tunes don't run, bro. You're not on the money.
You don't have no money, bro.
It's mad. I'm not saying it's right. I don't think it's right.
I don't think it's right.
But you know what? All right. So listen. Say you're alright, you are MC. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. So you come out with a track.
Yeah.
And you say, "Yo, C, I beg you spin this track." Now you don't know me, I don't know you. Yeah. And I like the track.
Yeah.
I will spin your track.
Yes.
What if I think your track is trash?
Yeah.
But you really want me to push it?
Yeah.
What would be my incentive? I don't like it. Should you pay me?
Here's the other thing though, because people like, obviously there was all sorts of comments flying about it. Now the other thing that people were saying, which is partly true, is that if you don't like the song, technically, just don't play the song.
But that's not how it works. The thing is, as a DJ, you play for people, isn't it? I don't like this song.
Yeah.
I might not like the #1 Beyonce song.
Yeah.
But if it's #1, then millions of people like it.
Yeah.
So I've got to play it.
We don't have to.
I've got if I'm playing popular music on a popular station or in a popular club and it's #1 and I'm playing at a time when #1 should be, work with it. Then I have to play songs I don't like.
Yeah.
This is how it goes. I cannot like every single song in my set. If I'm a specialist, then I play what I like and I try and get people to be on my wave. You get what I'm saying?
Avoid what I don't like.
Yeah. So there are possibilities because the DJ is for the people. So there are going to be times when you're a bit uncomfortable with what you're playing. just because the people want it.
Yeah.
That's my understanding of DJing.
Yeah.
I don't go out and say everyone's gonna have fun because I like this.
Yeah.
I play what the crowd need at that time. I look at the crowd. I'm like, okay, cool. They're this age. So I'm not. Yeah. Imagine I like drill.
Yeah. Or let's just say you don't. Let's do it the other way. You don't like drill.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's like if I like drill.
Yeah.
And I'm in a party full of 50-year-olds.
Yeah.
And I just play drill because I like it, then it's going to be silly. Yeah. And if I'm in a party with 15-year-olds and I like Marvin Gaye, I can't just play Marvin Gaye. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying? So the fact is, you play for the people.
Yeah.
So if you want me to play a song that I don't like and help promote it in a positive light, obviously I'm not going to play it and say this is trash. That's not promotion that you want. I don't know if paying is a real bad thing, but what I do know is he's not in the position to do that because he don't own where he is.
Yeah.
He don't own his spot.
Like we could say, pay us £200 to play the song
if you want
at the end of this on our YouTube channel.
If you want your song played as Deck 1, Deck 2 intro, send a £250 postal order and make it out to Deck 1, Deck 2. And we will play it, despite if it's trash or not. Yeah? You know what I'm saying? But
DM us.
That's our platform.
But yeah, I get you.
Do you get what I'm saying? But you're on Capital Extra, bro.
Yeah.
You have to be. You got to
adhere to certain.
You got to adhere to certain rules,
yeah.
and they don't do that. You get what I'm saying? However, I'm sure record companies pay them to put tunes at number 1, or to be on playlist A or whatever. Like it's all about funding. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's techie, but I guess the worker's not supposed to take backhands.
Yeah. But there's other ways that you can go around it.
Yeah.
Like he could have technically, he could have said you can pay £200 for feedback.
Yeah.
If I like the song, I'll play it on my show. Yeah. That's what I mean. Yeah. So now you're not, because feedback is mine. Feedback is me. I can be Deck 1, Deck 2 consultancy. Do you get what I'm saying? Yeah. And be on Capital Extra. But Deck 1, Deck 2 feedback is me and C6 or whoever my team is. And that's what we do for a fee. Yeah,
you could say I can help market your song.
Yeah.
For $250. That includes sound on my mixes on my SoundCloud.
Yeah.
And then you can kind of slip radio show into it. But if it's about radio, it's a mad thing.
Yeah. Direct.
Yeah. He's come up against the big guys. He's obviously taken little siphons, and you're kind of taking from the big guns. Capital Extra is like, what's the name of their thing? What's the name of their global radio? Taking you're taking some, you're teething from them, innit? So they're not gonna like that.
No.
And plus you're linked to Stormzy, and that is mad because they want anything to get.
But that's what the headline.
The black man, they want them.
You know the headline don't say Capital Extra DJ.
Stormzy.
It says Stormzy. You know how they are.
Come on, that's what I'm saying. So being linked to the biggest black artists in England is mad because they're coming for you. You're not just DJ Dave. Yeah. You're Stormzy's DJ.
Yeah, it's different.
It's mad.
Can I say on the flip side as well though? Because there was people.
But, big up Tiny though, because he must have made thousands.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, blood.
I'm not even gonna speculate, but
yeah.
I'm not even gonna add to it because they said they're doing their investigations.
Scrap that.
Let's not even talk.
I didn't mean what I just said. It's the liquor. This is actually vodka. I'm sorry. Don't use this in evidence.
Oh, mate, but the other thing is, some people, like certain artists, were saying, £200 for a premiere, and then I'll get a play. I'll get like 2 plays on. Bruv, why did I know about this?
Yeah.
Remember, because again, perception.
Yeah.
So this is kind of what this episode is about.
Capital
perception.
Extra.
Because look, if I get a premiere on Capital Extra,
my thing is gonna pop.
Or it looks like it's popping.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
From the jump, new artist comes out.
He's definitely not gonna say, and this one was paid, so let's play it.
All right.
He's gonna say the next big tune by Fats. He's dropping it like that.
The next big tune by Fats, party time. Yeah. If you ain't pumping this when you go out, then are you really a rave?
Are you really party?
Drop some bombs. World premiere. You understand what I'm saying?
Bam.
So certain artists and thing are saying, boy,
I'd have loved
You've
that.
messed it up for everyone. Because I would have been paying that and getting my premiere here.
Bro, you know what's mad, yeah? You know what's mad? I've heard his show a couple times. I heard some shit songs.
Oh my God.
Not like, that ain't been mastered. Who the fuck made that? Who made that? Whose man's is this? Yeah? I've heard that.
Yeah.
Just saying. Just saying. Just saying.
Anyway, yeah, so yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because obviously it resulted in man getting a sack.
But you know what? I'm gonna be honest. Big up Tiny. We support you. Like, obviously we can't do nothing legal for you, but we support you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you did your thing and you hustled, innit? It's a very difficult time. You remember, he's lost bookings, bro.
Yeah, definitely.
He's lost stuff.
We all
Like, that's what I'm saying. We're suffering and we got to hustle. We got to get a hustle on. So big him up for trying to hustle and that. He wasn't robbing no one. He wasn't out doing dunce things. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just think that Capital. I think they're more angry that the money's been taken from Capital Extra potentially, because if those people had written to different people and said, look, can we get this featured?
Yeah.
There's some big some big producer of the station would be like, look, this needs to be played. This is on playlist C or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Throw it in.
Yeah, throw this in the mix tonight.
Yeah.
I don't want it. Remember what you signed. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that they're more angry for what he's taken from them potentially.
But I think
opposed to what he's done from the artist.
I think Capital Extra, you know, like in this day and age, yeah. Because remember, Twitter and all these platforms and that. And you know what another mad thing is, yeah? So let me just say this bit. But Twitter, people are mad to me. They started adding Capital Extra. Like, yo, is this the DJ that's on your... This is what you lot are advocating. Is this who you lot got? Raw, how can you...
Yeah, but when the blame culture, the council culture...
The council culture's mad, bro.
Man's on everything.
So they just started adding them. So obviously, you know, like your back's now against the wall.
They got to make a decision.
Like, we've got to make a decision.
We like Tiny, but...
Yeah, but...
We've got to do what we've got to do.
We can't just leave it. Because if we leave it, we just look mad. Just like, we look like we're in support. And no one ever wants to be in support of these things no more. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like outwardly anyway. You might be inwardly in
support. Might be like, some people they might be proud of him, but then they think, boy, we got... You
get what I'm saying?
You fucked it, you done it on camera, bro.
Yeah. Boy. So that's the only thing. And the other thing was that it's mad because on Twitter, there was a lot of, that's crazy, how can you do that? Oh my gosh, that is disgusting. What about the culture? Then I go to like Instagram, yeah? And Instagram's like, that guy's a snake, man. Why is he exposing it? Why did he do that? £200? That's light. Barely, but I would have paid that.
Different people have different things.
Yeah, it's mad though.
The Twitter's got the angry...
Twitter is like Angry Birds, bro.
Angry Birds, yeah.
Angry Birds.
And Instagram's just...
Instagram's a little bit more like,
the high ones.
But then I see, we're gonna go over. We're gonna finish that. Then I see Clubhouse now.
Jeez.
And Clubhouse is like, I don't even know what you call Clubhouse. Twitter's like Angry Birds. Twitter, Insta's like kind of like happy.
Yeah.
Clubhouse is like hell in a cell.
Hell in a cell. The thing is,
like.
I'm not on Clubhouse.
Me neither.
Because Clubhouse is on iPhone only at the moment. It's on iOS only, yeah.
But I don't want to.
I've heard that people just go off.
If you know how many people
beef.
No, not even that. If you know how many people say to me, "Do you want a Clubhouse invite? Do you want a Clubhouse invite?" And it's not because I'm on a Samsung where I don't want to be on it. I just don't want to be on there.
Yeah.
And my reason for not wanting to be on there is, and this ain't me sounding like I'm something special or nothing, but some of these people's opinions that they're gonna put out there, I don't think they're warranted to be doing that. That's what I mean. So I'm not gonna sit there for hours.
I'm not giving you the time of day.
Yeah, because it's crazy. And then what happened the other day? Wiley, Clue, and Dwayne. Viz basically.
Yeah.
They was having a
mad
hell in a cell, bro. That's what it was like.
I've heard that the Americans on there, like they have Oprah popping up.
Yeah.
They're talking like beer gems,
Nick
like
Newell popping
making money.
Joe Budden.
About people how to make money, how to flip things, positive shit. You get me? Because you know they're on flowers and like they speak very positive, but their country's fucked.
Yeah.
Everyone's got a gun.
Yeah,
everyone,
it's crazy.
Yeah, like
people get killed.
Yeah. People get killed from all sorts. But they speak highly and positive about everything. But the UK, I heard it's just like fucking.
Some things are good on there, but and the thing that I hate as well, I don't have to be on Clubhouse because I'm on Twitter. You know, I go on Twitter. When I'm on Twitter, because you can't talk. No, because you can't. There's no writing in it.
Yeah. No, so Clubhouse is just literally
just talking into your phone. Yeah. So because you can't write, the people just write on Twitter about what's happening on Clubhouse.
Ah.
Did you get it? So
a lot of them are listeners, isn't it?
Yeah, so I technically know what's happening because they're like, oh my god, can't believe she said that.
I've been invited so much time.
I've got bare people that tell me I got invited.
You got to get invited.
You can't get invited. And also that thing, I don't know. Like I've been on house party that lasted about 2 weeks. Yeah. And that wasn't.
It's fads, isn't it?
Fun, I just think sometimes I'm just not in the hype. And when I was hearing, bruv, I'm thinking to myself, the man them are in their yard like this. No, bruv, come then, right now.
They got the earpiece and walking around like madman. I'll find you now. Send me your location. Where are you? Them time days in the kitchen.
Do you know what I'm saying?
With his boxes. Bro, eating cornflakes. Fam, I'll fuck you up, blood. You got cornflakes. Fucking hell, man. This is mad.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, so the Clubhouse thing, it's not for me. I might change my mind one day, but for now.
Yeah. I think, and it's still in its early stages.
Yeah.
This is why, but like all this invite thing, and it's a bit too much.
Like people have said, right, you wouldn't be bad though. You put your podcast, like do the podcast on there and have those kind of, because people are having DJ conversations. They're sensible conversations, but as we always know, the negative one will always be highlighted more than the positive one, as we know. The great conversation, hardly anyone talks about it. Do you know what I mean? Unless like you're saying, when they throw in Oprah came in the room or just what I mean. But when it's just a good conversation about, like we're saying, a round table with DJs on Clubhouse having a chat about what you think's gonna you know what I mean? Them ones, they just get brushed on the carpet, innit? It happened. It was great. We enjoyed it. Life goes on. But the controversial ones always will overpower that and be like, yeah, man, did you see what happened with Wiley and my man and this one? He said this and that said that. And do you know what I'm saying? Because everyone loves the war, innit?
Everyone's on that.
Everyone loves the war.
Everyone wants the war.
You get me? Speaking of the war.
Let's talk about the war.
Because we haven't touched on the war.
Let's touch on the war. The first war. Since
the first World War. You get me? But yeah, so Chip came at Stormzy again. So Stormzy done the tune with Gets.
Okay.
Skeng.
Okay, yeah.
Skengman mode.
Yeah, I haven't actually heard it.
Ain't you?
Nah.
You heard the tune?
I think I heard Gets' verse somewhere, but I haven't heard the whole tune. Is it good?
Yeah, I like it.
Stormzy go hard?
Yeah. But you might have thrown a couple indirect, you know, like.
So you thought it's indirect?
Yeah.
They're mad. You know they call them look lick.
Yes.
Tampa man when not looking.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So as soon as he threw them out, Chip just made the next tune again. I think that was when it was the 10 Commandments. I think that one's called.
I haven't.
The latest one. No, but I'm just saying that's the latest one. I think it's called the 10 Commandments. A couple of weeks ago still, but it's happening now, isn't it? Technically. But yeah, he came back, and he was firing. He was firing at Stormzy again.
Did he go hard?
Well, he made the whole tune, bruv. He made a whole tune, innit? My man was done a 16 or whatever,
and put a couple lines.
Through a couple.
Sprinkled some.
Yeah, the sprinkled
a bit hate on him.
Yeah,
here you go.
Yeah,
some salt bay.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And my man came back with a whole tune, bro, firing again. Now, this is the little bit I wanna see from you now, innit? Obviously, we spoke about the first one when they kind of same thing again.
Yeah.
Stormzy threw out 2 things. Chip threw out 2 tunes. Yeah. So same thing again. Now, do you think it gets to a point where it's just like dead now? Because my man is not directly coming back.
Yes, there comes a point when it's dead now. But you know what it is, for Chip, Chip for a little while is gonna always have something to gain.
Okay.
against Stormzy. Stormzy is the biggest thing in England, bro.
Yeah.
He could arguably be one of the biggest stars, musical stars in England.
Yeah.
Not just black music.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? He headlined Glastonbury, which means he went over everyone else.
Yeah.
Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's kind of toe to toe with the Eds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's in their realm.
He's in their realm.
He's in their realm.
You know, there's people with the Coldplays and like, he's
up
up there.
Yeah, he's with them, man. Yeah.
He's up there.
Yeah.
So Chip is always gonna have something to gain. And or especially right for a while. Like he's gonna have something to gain. So if you're gonna keep, bro, every time you jab me, I'm gonna smack you with the hardest bang I can. You jab, I'm smacking you punch me, I'm using a baseball bat.
I hear you.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Now, all it's gonna take for Stormzy now, yeah. It might be something he cannot do. He might be advised by every person around him. There's things that I do believe that he's advised not to do, and he still does because he's unapologetically black.
Yeah.
So there's some things that won't look good for his like going to the marches and doing certain things for just black students and stuff. Like certain advisors would say, "Oh, it's not gonna have the right look. It's not gonna have the right look," but he does it, and I respect that.
Yeah.
But going at Chip and having a big musical beef and whatever, it might not be in their plan. So he might always avoid it. But because of his standing, he's just got to throw a couple indirects. Yeah. But there's still going to be a majority of people that think he's winning.
Who is?
Stormzy.
Yes.
Based on fans, based on perception.
Yeah.
Still, he's winning. Did you hear what he said? I'll sprinkle water on you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's sick. They're gonna love it because it's Stormzy. You get what I'm saying? So, but yeah, this will never done because Chip is not gonna ease up, and I don't blame him.
But my whole argument, which is the top argument to me in it, is that I don't know for sure, but let's just say C6. I come to your house. Do you make songs for me?
You come to my house.
I come to your house.
On a bad man thing.
On a wicked skeng man thing.
On a wicked skeng man thing, yeah. I'll shave you, bro. You'll be walking around looking like a baby. I'll skin you alive, blood. But the difference is, Chip has never claimed to be a bad man.
But this.
So, no, hold on. If you've never claimed to be a bad man, and imagine, let me just flip it on his head. So, you come to my yard on a wicked skeng man thing. Skeng Dangagan. Brush teeth, toothpaste, Dangagan, you know, gold teeth, front teeth, side teeth.
Back teeth.
Yeah. You've come on a madman thing, yeah? And I'm saying, what?
Yeah.
Fast start. Cool, let me call my brothers then.
Yeah.
Yo, bing, 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 bing. No, because I'm old school like that.
Oh.
But I've called my dons, innit? Yo, listen. Fats was rolled up on me, you know. Let's deal with it. I say, Fats, brother, you're on your own, you know. We don't want it with Fats. It's not, we can't, it's too techie. Not because, you know, we got too much things tied up, it's a bit techie. And I'm like, rah. Alright, say that, cool. So it's either me and my girl rolling up, or it's not happening.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So now I've got to use whatever's in my arsenal, bearing in mind that my rocket launcher's not active.
Yeah.
The AK-47 is parked up.
Yeah.
You get me? The 9mm are jammed, and the other things
The
are buried.
Uzi.
Yeah, the Uzi's buried.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying? So now so I'm on some, alright, cool.
I got my Bic.
Yeah.
And my Parker.
I got my Parker. Straight inside pocket job. You get me? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's that's a possibility. Or, you know what? I'm not about that life, bro. You rolled up on me. I don't have that. I never claimed to have had that. There's some man that will take bad up. There's men who will just get robbed instantly without even applying any too much pressure being applied, because that's the way they are. I'm not confrontational at all. I don't want smoke. You can't blame them for not giving back smoke. Chip has never said I'm that guy.
But you know what it is though? It's a bit of a juxtaposition, isn't it? In the fact that, because remember, when you want to be lyrically bad man, technically, yeah, because you're a lyrical bad man, you know. You're a lyrical bad man, innit?
But Chip's not.
No, but you're bruv.
What has he said?
No, listen. You're not saying you're gonna get your AK-47 and your rocket launcher, but your lyrics are not saying how do you do, how are you, I'm alright, have a good night. You know what I'm saying? You're saying lick man down with the. Let them man. I might do a little funky thing to that. You get me? How you do? But anyway.
It could work.
Anyway, what I'm saying is, when man is spitting them bars, it's aggression, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's masculine, it's, you know what I mean, it's confrontational. So, as much as I'm not saying I'm going to lick man down with a rocket launcher, I am giving man that kind of energy. Yeah. So when you give me that kind of energy, I don't have to take it as raw, you didn't say you're a bad boy. You're kind of telling me you're a bad boy, if you know what I mean. You're coming at me with bad boyism.
I hear you. But hear what I'm saying. There's also the fact is, let me flip it on his head then. Yeah, Stormzy comes to Chip's yard. Big Stormzy. We just spoke on how big he is.
Yeah.
If Chip lick down Stormzy, it's a mad thing for Chip.
In what way?
It's illegally.
Oh.
Just in general publicity, Stormzy licked down Chip. Oh my days, disgrace. Yeah. Stormzy caught in a fight. It's a mad thing for him.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Chip's the victim. He's been assaulted by Stormzy. Can you imagine getting thumped in your face by Drake right now? Do you know how much peas you'd get? Like there's some fights I'm not even fighting back. If Justin Bieber,
they give you a quick left.
Yeah, I'm taking the bang, bro. Because it's Biebs. I'm getting paid, bro. This is why in America these guys are not fighting, bro.
Yeah.
They get sued. Now, so let's look at it like that. So Stormzy loses everything if he's the aggressor in a like, and it goes somewhere.
Yeah.
But if you lick down Stormzy, or imagine I lick down Justin Bieber, bro, it's mad for me. It's mad for me.
Yeah, you can't pay.
I can't do nothing. I'm fucked.
You can't pay the legal fee.
You can't do nothing. Publicity is all over. Oh, you're just jealous. Yeah. You never come back from that. If Chip and his boys lick down Stormzy and his boys, he will never be able to come back at all. He would be the disgraced hater.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't think it needs to ever be brought on the streets.
No, forget the street thing. But do you so are you saying he's within his rights to just keep being on man's neck?
Yeah. If you breathe in my direction,
yeah. Well, some people who don't like, because cool, I'm a grime man, innit? I've seen in some wars, your MC, you send a indirect my way, and I'm now offended by this. And I am now on your neck for 8 months. Every day I write a bar for you. Every 2 weeks I write a song. And I just keep going at you. As far as you don't respond, you know. And people are obviously going to say, C6, man, why you respond to my man? But remember, like grime days, a man you'll be questioning, what? What for C6 now? But it was never like, hey, Fats is a dickhead, man. Why you keep... You know what I'm saying? Really, some people might think it, but it's not really a thing that I just keep going at you. Because in the days of grime, it's what used to happen. You know how many men have gone at Wiley for 3 years straight, just keep going at Wiley, and he don't respond for 3 years, and then one day he says, I've had enough, I've got to respond to it.
Pick up the Godfather.
Or whatever it may be, bro. But do you know what I'm saying? Like,
I hear that.
It happens. So I get that element of it that really and truly, there's no, and the thing is, the other thing in music to me, there's no rules, you know.
Exactly.
There's no rules really. Like, you can go at man for 5 years if you wish.
Yeah, the only rule is
you might
don't take it out of music. That's the only rule.
Yeah. And you might look like a dickhead to some people, you might not. It is what it is.
The fact is, Stormzy went at Wiley and he battled Wiley and he went back and forth. He wrote some stuff about Wiley and he spat against Wiley. I literally think he's out his depth with Chip. I literally think he don't want to lose against Chip, and it's a bit like say like fucking two sick boxers like these fucking Tyson Fury and Joshua. I don't know about boxing, so no one don't come at me, but they seem to be running away from each other. Or Joshua seems to be running away from things, and Wilder and I'm fighting, but talking about like there's just a bit of bullshit. You get what I'm saying? Because he might take your shit, he might take your crown, he might beat you up, and I honestly think that Stormzy thought I'll punch up Wiley musically, but doesn't think he can punch up Chip musically. I think he thinks if I go toe for toe with Chip will win. Chip might edge, Chip might get the better of me, but Chip will win.
Well, I also think, like, obviously we're saying not the road thing, whatever, but I also think, which is why I threw that point at you, is if I come to your house, my technically beef with you is not via music anymore. Do you know what I mean? But I've just disregarded music. But then that's the other thing though. The other argument is then you can't throw it indirect.
No, but it's pacified.
No, that's what I mean.
I hear you,
then you can't throw it indirect because if you're almost not gonna go at me directly, you shouldn't almost throw it indirect.
Because you're back in it.
Because you're kind of on it, but not on it. If you know what I mean. So you could be right. You could be right.
It is. Fact is, bro. No matter how things go, I don't have to meet smoke with smoke. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, me and you have an altercation. You'd be like, this dickhead go on the radio station, this punk bump that, and you can talk. You don't have to meet me with what I meet you with. That's my prerogative. Stormzy brought it on himself to go to man's yard. Man saying, you come to my yard. Well, that's your business. Because what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna take it to this. Do you get what I'm saying? Just like if you took it to the police, he's taking it to where he wants to take it. Do you get what I'm saying? Some will say that's not the right way. Or if I come to your house on my ones and you bring 100 man to me, bro, I came to your house, but I was on my own. Doesn't matter. This is why some man I punch you in your face and you stab me.
And then you shoot me.
And then my level is my level, your level is your level. So whatever, if I want to tell you, fuck off, you prick, and then you want to stab me for it, that's your level. And this is why I need to be accountable for myself. Chip is accountable for himself. Chip saying, I'm not on what you're on, but I'm on smoke, said way. So
my smoke is a different
My smoke is with my pen, your smoke is turning up with your goons. You get what I'm saying? Just like, as I said, some man will push you and next man will just rinse his gun on them for the same push. Move, man. What? Think what? It didn't warrant that, bro. It didn't warrant that. Listen, I don't care. Anyone touching me, they're getting banned. Think, rascal. That's a bit
crazy.
But that's his smoke. You get what I'm saying? So you can't wrong a man for that. Not everyone's gonna have the same smoke.
Yeah, that's true.
But
is what it is.
I'm saying Chip's got this if they go war. And I like Stormzy. I like Stormzy as an artist, as a man. Like, I don't know him, but what I see, perception, I like him. So stay out of the war. Stop going to man's yard. Stay being Stormzy. I like the fact that you, as a black man, are up there in the powerhouse of music. Stay there. Don't let all this shit pull you out. Chip, you're certified G in your section. You stay there. It's done. I don't need it to go any further. Personally, I don't want Stormzy out of his position. I like it. You get me?
Do your thing.
Do your thing.
Do your thing. True.
You get me?
Alright, let's wrap up.
Next week, who we got next week?
I think we've had a bit. I think we're gonna calm it down a bit. Next week.
Yeah, bro, we've had a mad thing. Alright, before we go. Show me the bogle. Let me see what you've learned.
My phone was still the same though. I don't know, man. What is this one?
I said, what's that?
The thing is, my votes, I didn't even check it last time, but my vote, they were swaying to him still.
No, because I think it's the movement. It's because you laugh it off. But if you didn't show them and you said to we interviewed 1,000 people, do a bogle, man said,
Exactly.
And then like you burn right back. Yeah.
So just do that mogul, man. Don't try it, bro. Don't switch up your mogul.
Yeah,
nah.
Yeah, Paddy.
But yeah, we got last week's guest. Next week, we got a couple guests coming on. We're gonna calm it down a bit. It's not gonna be so, you get me, crazy with the topics.
It's getting
the topics are bad right now. It's very festive. You get me? But yeah, so we got everyone that was locked in. Deck 1, Deck 2 on the YouTube, soundcloud.com/Facts Official UK. Make sure you are subscribed, following, all of that. I see the subscribers going up, but I want more. I want more.
Tell your virgin.
Yeah, I see like 280. I want 500.
Yeah.
Minimum.
Minimum.
So let's just keep hitting that subscribe. It don't cost nothing. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, share it, tell a friend. You get me? Send on the team, man.
Say no more. People, till next week. We out.